I'm very lucky to say I have Yep Rock recording artist Carlene Carter. Welcome to Sudzin Country.
Hello, darling.
Good meeting you.
Nice to meet you too.
I played your song on the radio going back to 1990, 91, 92, and I wore out the 45 on that.
Oh,
know?
did you really?
Oh, yeah.
That's back when we still had vinyl,
there
right?
you go. I started doing radio 32 years ago, and
Yep.
all we had was vinyl.
Yep.
You are the third generation Carter. Your mother was June Carter Cash. Father was Carl Smith. I played both of their music.
He still is Carl Smith.
I know. Still is. Still is. Yeah, it's a true statement there. I played a Carter family music. You were related to the Carter family. And of course, Johnny Cash was your stepfather. Let's talk about what's going on right now. Stronger.
Yeah.
Tell me about Stronger.
That's my new album. I took a break between records for about close to 10 years, and I ended up writing this record in pretty short order when I got ready to come back and do it. I just got kind of burnt out being on the road too much and wanted to kind of try and have some sort of life, and then life happens and things get different. So eventually I got back to it, and I'm really proud of this record. I love it.
It's the first album out in 12 years, released last year.
Yep.
And it's a country pop type of music on that album.
Yeah, I think it's got a little bit of everything on it. It's got some root stuff, you know, as far as like my Carter family roots. It's got some stuff on there that's kindred to that, and it's got a lot of personal stuff on it. It's got some feisty stuff as well.
What songs? What were the subjects you dealt with?
The subjects I dealt with: love,
Love, okay.
a lot of love in there. A little bit of loss.
Yep.
Well, it was a lot of loss in my life, but it's got, you know, faith in there, spirituality. I think it's got a little bit of everything that anybody could want. Plus, I can rock like hell when I need to.
Oh, you always could have a rock like hell. I remember you from the old days. You were the rocker lady. I played your songs too.
Yeah.
I have a list of some of the songs on there.
Right.
Which one is the most autobiographical?
I think probably The Bitter End, although my life has changed completely since I wrote that, and then I wrote Bring Love. So they kind of go together as far as like the little chain of my life, because Bitter End starts out as like when I'm 15 years old, and then Bring Love brings me up to where I'm at now. It's a story about how my husband and I fell in love at Starbucks.
Maybe I should go to Starbucks more often. Find somebody there. Right now, nobody. I bet Starbucks works, huh? Huh? Starbucks works for meeting somebody?
Starbucks works, baby.
There you go. How about the song you wrote when you were 18 years old? Takes one to know me. Yeah, Johnny Cash.
Well, I wrote that, I was trying to write that in his voice. Although I wrote that for a birthday present to him.
Yes,
I didn't have enough money to give him a present. And what do you buy Johnny Cash, you know? It's like, I mean, he liked cool things like knives, and you know, he'd like little things, little pictures and stuff like that. He didn't really want big stuff, but songs were always big in my family, so I wrote that song for him and sang it to him on his birthday, and that was his present. And I think I was 17 then.
Man, that's amazing. And you put that song on his album.
Mm-hmm.
Was never on any other album?
No, it was on his album after he passed away.
Oh, okay.
And we found it in the vault when Sony started going through the stuff to find his, you know, his stuff the archives. They found that song, and my brother sent it to me, John Carter Cash, sent it to me, and I got to sing with him and Mama.
Wow.
They had done it as a duet, and I didn't even know they had recorded it. Wow. He kept telling me he was going to record it, and I kept waiting. You know, 30 years later, finally.
Exactly. Was writing this songs for Stronger therapy for you?
Yeah, it was very healing. Yeah, it was very healing. I mean, songs have always been very, therapy for me. You know,
gives you a
it's
chance
like if
to
I get
express
mad at
yourself.
somebody, I can write a song about them. I don't have to actually tell them to.
You're lucky to have that talent, lady. Would you recommend this type of release or therapy for everybody?
I do. I think writing is a great release, you know, for anybody.
Yes, it is.
I mean, anytime you can vent something without hurting anybody.
There you go.
You might actually bless somebody's heart with it too. You never know. Might give somebody some strength somehow.
At what age did you discover yourself?
Whew, last week.
Last week, there you go. As you were writing the album, as you were writing Stronger.
No, I think I think I always knew who I was. It's just I kind of like veered off a little bit.
A little detour.
You know, a little
detour.
few detours.
Detours of life, huh?
Yeah.
Let's go back a few days and just kick into some of the old time stuff. I Fell
Okay.
in Love. That was probably.
Yeah.
Is that would you consider that your signature song?
Well, I think it's definitely kind of personifies my spirit. I think Every Little Thing is one of those as well.
Yeah, that came out after.
Yeah, so that was just a completely different time too. That was also when I was doing cartwheels across the stage, and now, you know,
heard
my
you gave
clothes
up
are a
on
lot
them.
bigger, and I stopped the cartwheels.
I heard you
And
did.
I also gave up the see-through plastic mini skirt.
I heard that too. I heard that too. Yeah, I heard that. The Sweetest Thing was another big hit for you too. Mm-hmm. You know,
Yeah.
you had some pretty big hits in those. In the
I did.
90s.
I was rocking along, but
Yeah.
you know, it was a really good time for country music then for people
Yeah.
like me because it was they were opening up more to more high energy stuff, and
Sure.
so I think that you know I came along in a good spot.
I read that you were light years ahead of your time in the 80s. Is that a true statement? You
I
think?
think so.
Yeah.
I mean,
What you
I've
did.
always been in a hurry.
Yeah, I've heard that you were.
Always been in a hurry.
Yeah.
I just always like wanted to be the rockin'est country chick in the universe.
Here's a question for you. Somebody asked, a friend of mine, said, "What did you think of the movie I Walked the Line?"
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, when I say pretty good, I mean that good.
It was a good
It was
movie.
good. It was good.
Okay.
It was the only thing
Was it
about
close?
the
Was it
acting
close?
was great. You know, Reese did a wonderful job. doing
Storyline was
Mama,
close?
and Storyline was real close.
Good.
It's hard to fit in a whole lifetime of stuff, and you know they only went up to when he asked her to marry him. They didn't even go into the years that they were married, which was a huge part of their lives. So
Yeah.
I don't know if there'll be a sequel or something, but
There's enough material to be a sequel.
I think now that Joaquin's decided he's going to be a rap artist, I don't know.
Ain't gonna make it. It won't be walking the line for a while,
No,
huh?
I don't think he's going to be walking the line right yet.
You traveled around with Johnny and June and the Carter family
Mm-hmm.
tour. What lesson did you learn traveling around with Johnny and June?
Keep on laughing.
Keep on, no kidding.
Keep on
that
laughing,
the
no matter what. No matter what.
That's-
The thing is it was, you know, it was a great experience. It taught me so much about how to deal with my life and how to handle being out here on the road. And it's always just, you know, we suited up and showed up.
You talk about Carter family, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You play any of their music? You do?
I do play a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just.
Yeah.
How about Johnny Cash music? You play anything?
Well,
Like Jackson or
I play Ring of Fire.
Ring of Fire, there you go.
Yeah, because that's written by my favorite songwriter, my mother.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah,
That'll
but
work.
for the most part, I kind of do my own stuff, but there's a lot of their music in my music, I think. You know, just by osmosis, I got it.
Website. We're going to wrap up.
Website, CarleneCarterFanClub.com.